feet. Strus from midcourt. Oh! Do you believe this?
The hustle to the top of the standings continues to be ruthless as the leaders continue their striking force while Kings come back to rewrite history.
Rocking it. Step back. Three on the way. Bottom!
This past week in the NBA has been an intense battle for the top. Twists and turns on the courts as players put their sweat and blood into the game.
Loose picked up by Brunson. Brunson inside the Hart. Hart's banks it in. And a foul. Knicks take the lead.
I hope you got your drinks on ice because it's about to get hot in here. Recap number 1. The hustle. The hustle was real on Monday night as the tussle to reach the top gained weight as Paul Siakam welcomed his old teammates Raptors to Gainbridge Fieldhouse. The Pacers, with a 33-25 record, chased a third consecutive win to stamp their feet in the playoff standings while the Raptors desperately needed to win to end their losing streak. It was an intense battle as both teams attacked viciously. Scores were tight as both teams tried to stay in the lead, but a slight slip-up by the Pacers gave the Raptors the lead by halftime. Although the Pacers came in fire blazing with threes in the third quarter.
Abaji is back in. Here's Mathurin for three. Here's a three again. Mathurin got it. Mathurin, three to tie.
The Raptors took full advantage of their shambolic defending right at the end of the fourth quarter to take the win back home. The message to Siakam and Pacers was clear. You slip up, we wrap it up. The Madison Square Garden was sparkling clean with no wet floors for the fierce battle between the New York Knicks and the Pistons. It proved to be a very tight game as both teams could not afford another loss. Jalen Brunson was a man on fire yet again in MSG. Whenever this man held the ball, it was surely going in. He had the crowd shouting MVP.
The bench. Brunson finds room, gets inside, count it, and one. Team hanging around. Brunson, three-pointers good.
MVP? Whatnot. But for every question Brunson asked, Cade Cunningham sort of had the answer. Well, he couldn't answer all the questions, as the Knicks won the Pistons by 2 points. While in Sacramento, the story was quite different as the Heat traveled for a brawl against the Kings without their star man Jimmy Butler. De'Aaron Fox had the Heat on flames as he orchestrated the game with dime passes, scintillating maneuvers, and cool finishes. But Jaime Jaquez and Bam Adebayo combined for 54 points to earn the Heat a 121-110 victory over the Kings. Leaving the Golden One Arena with the W, the message was no Jimmy, no bother, because Jaime got his brother covered. The Heat wins their fourth in a row.
The first team in front. Jaquez swings in for the hook, and it goes. Jaquez gets by Murray, all the way in for the score. Jaquez against Sabonis. The rookie ducks in! Yes!
Recap number 2. The strikes continue. Tuesday night came and it was game time and a chance for the winners to continue their streaks. Luka Doncic had all eyes on him in Cleveland as the Dallas Mavericks were welcomed by Donovan Mitchell and the Cavaliers. Although all eyes were on him, it was close to impossible for anyone to guard this man.
Doncic back in the ball game. Lets the back in on LeVert. Fades away. Doncic.
That's about the 5th time they've done that because they aren't anticipating those passes.
Grab the season high at 12 rebounds. He defends Doncic here, and Doncic goes to the high flyer and Jones.
His game is called Luka Magic for a reason. The game had us all on the edge of our seats, and just when it seemed like Luka had secured the win for the Mavs with his 45th point, Max Strus brought out his box of tricks and did this.
Strus from midcourt. Oh! Do you believe this?
An epic win for the Cavs to end the streak of the Mavs. However, in OKC, the Rockets couldn't see past Chet Holmgren as the big man stopped everyone and everything under the rim.
Shot, even though he's listed at 6'5". Green, denied! Sengun, no look, denied! Holmgren, do not go!
The rookie had the Rockets on lock, and as he dominated in defense, SGA had the fans on their feet each time he drove to the rim. He kept on showing his class and talent, as well as his drive to success and victory. It surely wouldn't be a shocker if SGA earned himself the Finals MVP title at the end of the season. But then, time will tell. Another masterclass from the men of OKC secured their 6th straight win, beating the Rockets by 17 points. The winning streaks also continued as the Hawks without Trae Young took the Utah Jazz to the cleaners without breaking a single sweat. An easy game it was for the Atlanta Hawks as they secured their 2nd winning streak with minimal fuss. Jalen Johnson shined bright in Young's absence as his double-double powered the Hawks to the home W. Tuesday's streaks continued, and the Timberwolves had a piece of the fun as they hosted the #1 draft pick Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs in Target Center. And of course, Wembanyama proved to be a force to be reckoned with, not allowing the Wolves to bite through his defense, but Anthony Edwards had other ideas.
For Wembanyama, here's a pull-up from Edwards, got it! That was Edwards testing that ankle, flipping it up and in! Oh, cookies! Highlight!
Ant showed the rookie that he had a lot more to learn in the NBA as he led his team to an outstanding victory over the Spurs, at the same time securing a 2nd straight win for his team. Ahead from start to finish, the Timberwolves won against the Spurs 124-97. The Heat's winning streak suddenly looked unstoppable after they destroyed the Portland Trailblazers in Portland, and it was all thanks to the return of the most entertaining figure in the NBA, Mr. Jimmy Butler.
So Delano could load up and time it. That's a nice spin. That's a nice spin, Jimmy. In the painted areas, they're inviting Anthony to go ahead and throw that pass out there.
Jimmy scored 22 points and gave 9 assists as his Heat team recorded a 5th straight win by thrashing the Trailblazers in their ground by 10 points. And knowing Jimmy, it's no celebration. It's a question of who's next. Who was next was the Charlotte Hornets, who had no idea how to stop the striking force of the Greek force, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Unfortunately for the Hornets, Tuesday night happened to also be Dame time. The stat sheet was filled up by the Bucks. Damian Lillard owned the Hornets, 23 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists. Giannis continued to shine, 62% field goals and 88% in free throws.
Giannis left side. History, NBA history gets another. Lillard, side step for 3.
For 100 possessions better with him on the floor.
Dame's a quick learner. There's a spin move. That's a... That's...
The winning streak continued as a 123-85 victory aided the Bucks to their 3rd win in a row. 3 in a row is quite impressive, but when you think of 9 straight wins, it suddenly becomes unbelievable. And that's the story of the Celtics. They just can't be stopped. It's just fun and wins when the Celtics play. Without the 2023 MVP Joel Embiid, the 76ers journey to the slaughterhouse of the Celtics, and there was no mercy shown in the TD Garden. Jalen Brown scored 76% of his field goals while Jason Tatum kept showing his perfection on the free throw line, scoring 91% of his shots and rebounding 11 times. Porzingis was also magnificent on the night as he made 23 points and rebounded 11 times for the Celtics' 9th win in a row. The question on everyone's mind now is who is ending the Celtics' winning streak? Recap number 3. The Kings come back. The night started on a happy note as the Dallas superstar and sweetheart from Slovenia celebrated another year in addition to his years. Happy birthday, Luka Magic! Well, it looked like a very happy day for Luka. He was filled with joy when he got into the Scotiabank Arena in Toronto as the Toronto Raptors welcomed the Dallas Mavericks. Seeing Luka happy is kind of a dangerous sign to his opponents, and the Raptors knew that. And damn, was Luka dangerous on that night! Unbelievable shots, unfathomable passes, and unfazed in the clutch was Luka Doncic on his historical 25th birthday. A triple-double silenced the crowd in Toronto as he brought his team back to winning ways. Congratulations, Luka, Magical Maverick. Speaking of congratulations, the Chicago Bulls needed a victory after their horrific loss to the Pistons. They needed a huge W versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavs, on the other hand, were in search of their 3rd win in a row, and so it wasn't going to be an easy battle for either of the teams. Whereas the likes of Evan Mobley, Garland, and Mitchell looked toward to conquering the Bulls in Chicago with scintillating passes, energetic drives, and pinpoint shooting. The game was fought hard as it was tough till the end, but the game didn't end till the 2nd overtime. At overtime, Mitchell and Garland rose to the occasion in order to claim a remarkable win, but DeRozan had other ideas.
Bulls down 4. DeRozan drives and scores. 2-point game.
The 2nd overtime was a play of focus, and the Cavs lost it. DeRozan and the Bulls edged ahead at last and won the game. At last, DeRozan reminded the league what he is capable of. And then it was showtime in the City of Angels. The Los Angeles Lakers versus the Los Angeles Clippers. AD and LeBron welcomed the stubborn Russ Westbrook back into the Crypto.com arena for a battle of kings to the entertainment of the Angels. The rap king Jay-Z was present as the Clippers led the Lakers for the major part of the game. It seemed like the Lakers were asleep in the second and third quarters as the Clippers took a 9-point lead into the fourth quarter. However, one thing we do know is that the Lakers are the kings in LA, and boy did they show out in the fourth quarter. The king LeBron James came back all guns blazing in the last quarter, and the Clippers didn't know how to guard or stop him. LeBron scored 19 points alone in the fourth quarter against the 16 points the Clippers had in total as a team. The king, yet again, won against all the odds. King LeBron continues to reign. The journey to which team makes the playoffs and which team battles in the play in the tournament is hot, and the league is on fire. What will happen next? Will the streaks continue, or will the Kings backslide? Let us find out as the game plays on. If you enjoyed this video and dream of being a legend, subscribe to 24 Hoops. It's free, and you can always change your mind, but the court is always open. Shot by shot, dunk by dunk, hoop by hoop. 24 Hoops.